A fundamental tenet of biology is that you must pass on your genes by any means necessary, even if it's at the expense of others. Biology doesn't account for morality. Selfishness is rewarded. The one who hogs food, kills competitors, and only looks out for themselves is the one who ends up coming out on top. Therefore, it would only make sense that humans should act the same. Yet we don't. Sure, we have war, selfishness, violence, but we also give up our seats on the bus to the elderly. We hold the door open for others, we donate to charity, we forgive, we listen, we support, and we love, all without the expectation of getting something in return. We have nothing to gain from helping others, and yet we do it anyway. What makes humans defy this core principle of nature? Have we always been that way, even at the dawn of humanity? Let's take for example Shanidar 1, a Neanderthal man found in a cave in Iraq who lived over 35,000 years ago. He had a multitude of disabilities. His right arm was atrophied, he was partially deaf and blind, he suffered from arthritis so extreme he could barely move. Yet he lived to be about 40. By all means, he should have died long before he did. The only way he could have survived for so long was being cared for by other members of his clan. There's also SH-14, a child's skull found in Spain. The skeleton shows evidence of some kind of brain deformity, but they were not rejected or abandoned or killed. They were instead raised and nurtured at the expense of the parents for at least 5 years. And this was over 500,000 years ago. In Kenya, scientists discovered a female who suffered from a toxic overaccumulation of vitamin A. The bone lesions show she survived with a severe illness for several weeks, indicating her group must have protected and fed her over 1.6 million years ago. But by far, the earliest record of benevolence comes from Dmanisi, Georgia. One of the hominins discovered had lost all but one of their teeth, with all the empty sockets having been completely healed, indicating he lived for a long time after losing his teeth. This individual could only have eaten soft plant or animal foods, a condition that would deem survival impossible without the help of others. And his remains date to over 1.8 million years ago. There's a really cool story I found about this topic. A student once asked anthropologist Margaret Mead, what is the earliest sign of civilization? You may think maybe a clay pot, a grinding stone, or maybe even a weapon. But she thought for a moment and said a healed femur. A healed femur shows that someone cared for the injured person, hunted for them, and protected them until they were healed. The first sign of civilization is compassion, seen in a healed femur. There are some benefits of altruism as a survival mechanism. Early humans were vulnerable on their own, but those who worked together to share food, fight off predators, and raise children had a better chance of survival and passing on their genes. Many animals also display altruistic behaviors, kin selection being the most common form, which is where animals put themselves at risk to protect their family. Ants sacrifice themselves for the good of the colony, or a squirrel might put out a warning call at the risk of putting itself in danger. There's no denying compassion exists outside of humankind, but I believe there is something uniquely human in helping your fellow man. Next time you're out and about, be sure to smile at someone, hold the door open, or give a compliment to a stranger. It's what makes you human.